What's good, everybody? Welcome to A Moment with Ty. We made it again. Last week was the launch, and this week is the continuance. We're making another example, another impact, and how can I say that? Another edition of being better within ourselves. There's so many things out here that we could be, whether good or worse, but, look inside yourself and starting off with the question of who am I and getting the job done to find yourself. That's what the show is all about. So I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. I need some fire emojis. I need all that. Give me some support because we're about to get riled up. It's going to be a good night tonight. I won't be before you long. I'll just be before you for a moment, but it's going to be major. So give me some likes, give me some love, give me some support, man. Give me a drum sound or something. Like, we're going to really kick this thing off. It's going to be major. It's going to be important. It's going to be life-changing. That's what we do. We help other people change their lives in the point of view of us changing our lives. We be verbal and vulnerable about the mistakes and success that we are able to achieve and make. So let's give it, man. Yeah, exactly. Let's get some support around here. This is major. Everybody's not doing this. I don't know anybody that's really doing this. So let's really get a kick off of this and let's get some support. So with that being said, right? So first, you already know when we start the show, we got the house rules. Like, when you come to my house, there's certain thing you have to, this order. So for the house rules is number one, you must first respect me and my platform. Listen, if you don't want to be on this platform and you don't like how I'm talking, you can easily press that X button on the far upper right. You can press that, be on your way, continue your Sunday. Also, you want to be respectful to the comments. Be respectful in the comment section. Be respectful of those that may be commenting. And guess what? If you don't like what you may see in the comments, hold that person accountable, but be respectful. And also, if you don't like what you see in the comments, or if you feel like you're going to say something disrespectful, just press that upper right X in the column above on the live, and just exit out. We don't need any disrespect. This is a respectful show. This is a show of class. So if you don't have that, if you think you may be struggling that, please exit. Also, I want you to be respectful for any guests that I have on. Be respectful for them and their time. Like, listen, they're really giving you game. They're really giving, their life. They're being vulnerable. So be respectful of them. And also, last but not least, be respectful of yourself. You deserve to be respected. You deserve to even give out respect. So be very respectful of yourself. And you don't have to be, like everybody else. You don't have to be disrespectful. You can kindly remove yourself from the situation instead of being engaged in it. You can do that. So be very respectful and follow the house rules. If you can't do it, then just leave the house. If you can't follow the rules, just leave the house. You don't have to stay. I'm not asking you to stay, right? Exactly, 100. And listen, we got a special guest. Like, well, my brother said, listen, we doing some things and I want you to, be a part, etc. I can't say so much, but we got a special guest today, man. A special guest with a special announcement who also bears a special gift, a special gift, and also a special message to give to us. This is very serious. This is a game changer, man. I couldn't even relax the whole day because I'm like, man, this is very serious. So shout out to Mr. James Mann III, gave out his government name, but he's a man. Listen, he's a father. He's also a son. He's a creator. Do you understand? He's a creator. He's a visionary. Do you understand that he's a co-CEO of a major network? He makes sure the visuals that you need for anything you see is there and perfected. He's a perfectionist. He's a king. He's royalty, and he's my guest, Mr. James Mann III. So let's bring him on in. Let's get it. Are we live?
Bro, we alive, dog.
Live and well.
The introduction, I must say, the introduction that you gave, bro.
Listen.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah, drink your soda. Drink your soda, yes, sir. Yeah, get your soda.
Don't worry about what else is in it, man. But we are here.
We are here, man. I first want to say I appreciate you for taking the time out and sacrificing your time. You could have been doing other things. You could have been, paying attention to other things you have going on in life. But I really appreciate you for being on my platform and also having great news to tell the world and also me. I may not know what you may be,
hey,
but I really appreciate it. I thank you so much for being on this show because this show is all about, self-improvement, self-failures, man, self-success, and just the journey of self. So I really appreciate that, and I hope you got your, your cards or whatever your list
Look, first and foremost, because I got the phone over you. You feel me?
Okay,
The
gotcha. You know,
notes. The
I'm a
notes
little
is on
old.
me.
I'm a little old school. I write stuff down and oh, that's
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
need to start doing that sometime. But no, man. It's first and foremost before we even get into all that, man. I just want to appreciate you for even having this show. You feel me?
Yes.
Having this for because bro, we've had conversations
Hmm.
outside of business, outside of what we do, bro, and we know how important those little conversations are. You
Exactly.
feel me? So it's very important and always good to just see men, black men, of
Exactly.
course. You feel me? Out here with a good message. You
Mhm.
feel me? And always positivity to help someone progress. So I'm just
Exactly.
happy to be here, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Now
I'm
it's a
I'm
privilege.
I'm just in your world right now.
No, it's definitely a privilege and an honor. You know, I always make sure those, especially men of of hue of color, I make sure I show them like, hey, I really appreciate you for being vulnerable. You know,
Hmm.
you could have, you could have dismissed me, you could have disrespected me, but given this opportunity of vulnerability to share your life story, that's amazing. And so I'm genuine when I call a man, when I tell a man, thank you so much. I'm really genuine because a lot of men aren't appreciated. So I really show appreciation to men because I
No,
understand I wasn't appreciated like that, and so.
yeah,
I really am dreaming about, seeing men that's really working themselves or even trying. We got
right.
to give courtesy to that. We got to give applause to men that try. Trying does come with failure, but also trying comes with success. So I really appreciate those that really do it. So I really
Yeah.
appreciate you, brother. And so we're gonna get into the interview and the questions.
This
Since
ain't no interview. This is a conversation, bro. This
that's
is a
true.
conversation.
I'm waiting for that contract just in case they give us a call. But, but that's another story. Anyway, but yeah, I'll start it off. I'll
Hmm.
start it off,
Okay.
and I'm gonna show you. Shout out to my lady. She helped me make my brand. I believe in me cards, and so I got the
I
shirt too.
believe in me.
I believe in me shirt. It's a little debut. Oh, shout out to my
You
my
did that.
mother. My mother joined. I gotta say shout out to my mother. My mother joined.
Mama
So,
Ty. Mama Ty.
I'm Mother
Hello.
Joy, and so I appreciate it. But anyway, so I got my I believe in me cards, I believe in me shirt, because I believe in me, And so my first question to ask you, Mr. James, is,
Mm.
how have you been and how are you really?
Oh man. First and foremost, I want you to know we don't have to be super professional. Call me Jay. Jay free, whatever, bro.
I
You
got
don't put my whole government out on live, dog.
that's true, man. That's true. So if they gotta find you, they're gonna find you.
They gonna find me, dog. I got people looking for me, man. Nah, 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 nah. How am I, bro? Blessed. Um, Blessed as far as just my mindset. Like I recognize and realize when you go through different things in life, and with the place that I'm at now, I'm realizing it's a moment of coming out
Exactly. That's
of a darkness of an experience. So at this point, I'm taking this. I'm blessed. I'm thankful.
Mhm.
To be in a much better mindset, much better place in life than I was not even I'd say 2 months ago. You feel
Wow.
me? And that's literally how fast things can change. So I'm good. That's what I'm gonna say.
And I'm glad you're good, man. I'm very glad to hear that. And
Mhm.
it's hard to be in that state. It's hard to be in that state. I told you earlier today, I said I have to monitor myself when people really ask me how I'm doing because I will tell them the truth. And so,
Right.
we got to be, I usually try to be professional all the time because I'm like, if you really ask me that question and I show you a glimpse of my pain, you may think I'm being disrespectful. You may not want to hear it. You may close your ears. And so,
You feel me?
and
Because
that,
it
that's
sucks
going to
when
hurt. Yeah, that's going to hurt me.
it sucks when other people can't even relate, can't even fathom. You feel me? So like half the stuff that you'll say that you'll express what you're going through, 9 times out of 10, honestly, and it sucks because you want people to talk to you want to be open, you want to be vulnerable with people. 9 times out of 10, they don't even know how to help you, how to fix you, or even care enough to. So just really honing in and digging yourself out of darkness is something that I'm thankful for. And like those people, those key people in your life, you
Mhm.
gotta hold on to them and just really embrace them. So
I
yeah,
agree.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So like I ask you a question now? So how does that
You,
work?
you sure can, man. Ask me any question.
Okay. So this is it goes into because Ty, I've known you for quite a while.
Exactly.
I don't even I'm gonna say like the backstory real quick. We both went to college together.
Exactly.
College roommates. I was in my sophomore year. when I believe you came in your first year.
Exactly, that's true.
Came in the dorms, Ty with the bright eyes, the smile. I think you had the mohawk at the time, brother.
I had the box. I had that
Oh,
box.
you had the box. You feel
Yeah,
me? And just seeing just seeing the progression that you've been through. You know, you were always different than your average college student. You know,
yeah.
you knew what you were there to do, and you was gonna do it. 9 times out of 10, bro. Me and a couple of the other roommates, we was trying to have fun. We was trying to, relax, chill, whatever. Ty was always that one that was like, nah, bro, I gotta study. I got this test tomorrow. I got this ADM class. And I'm gonna tell you, that's one thing that I always looked up to you about.
Yes,
You feel me? Like, you're like, if it's one thing I know you about, is your business. You feel me? So with that being said, like, I want you to just tell me, because it's a moment where it clicks to us that we have a bigger purpose, and there's things that we got to take care of on this art.
yeah.
When was it to you, and how early in your life did you realize that you were here for a bigger purpose?
Listen, man, I'm probably gonna get emotional, but for real. Man, I could remember since the youngest, man, my mother used to take us to different churches and stuff, but they was always to say something about that boy, something about that young man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I never knew what they was talking about. And I think I really took that mantle when I really had to take care of my family at like a young age. You know, my father was incarcerated when I was like 12. And
Mm.
I remember the last time I saw him, I was in Georgia. I was in middle school going to Cedar Grove Middle. And he was about to go head back to South Carolina. He says, and I was trying to run, he dropped me off and I was trying to run away from him. He was like, son, you're not going to tell me bye. And so he always kissed me on my forehead or something. And he hugged me. He said, I'll see you later, son. And he drove off. And so I found out like either that week or something, I can't remember. I was like, he's gone. Like, okay, this is normal to me. I'm used to him being incarcerated, but my mother was like, for a long time.
Mm.
So that's when I had to take on that mantle of really owning into responsibility, what I thought was being a man, and really take care of a family. You know, at 12.
Yeah.
And I had so many pity parties about it. You know, it was unfair. I still deal with, triggers from that. But that's when I was like, okay, if I do something, I have to do it right because I have other people counting on me. And so when you have the weight of people counting on you, you have a little room for error. You have a little room to really make mistakes. And it's not fair, especially if you're 12. Like, it's not fair.
Bro, who's gonna fix your mess ups when there's nobody else there to fix the mess ups? You feel me?
Exactly. And so I realized how important my time was, and how important my purpose, my calling, my life was. Because I don't live my life for my own. I know that other people, are connected to me, whether I know them or not. And so that's when, at that age, man, that's when I really realized responsibilities and how I can't waste time. I was always different from other kids. I lived a life, I was trap house with my father, having playing in there and stuff, but I never glorified that because I knew the end result. You're not gonna see your dad. He may either die or be I was like, I'm struggling out here and y'all glorifying this.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to do that. And I had a lot of opportunities to go that route because my family was struggling. But I still, put my head down. My mother made sure I didn't go that route either. She played a major part. But that was right. That was why. And I was like, man, I'm gonna go to school and then I'm gonna try to do my best to get that bag, whether it's in a career or whatever. And make sure I get it because it was even a struggle during high school, moving around and just a lot. We're gonna get into that, but a lot of challenges. And so I said, when I get in college, I got to make sure I get the job done because I got other people counting on me.
Yeah, you can't waste that time. You can't waste the time. And that's one thing I'm gonna say as well. I know mama, what's her name? I'm sorry.
Latia.
Mama Latia.
Linton or Miss
Mama Linton. Mama Linton. That's one thing that I will say I remember just you, bro, like you and your family dynamic, bro. Like that's one thing I'll never forget just first meeting you. I think your fam, I think your sister was like, bro, like just knowing that you had to hold it down, bro, like that's one thing I'll never forget about you. So I just had to ask that question.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And they came deep and packed. I'm the firstborn. The first one to go to college in the family. So that's a major accomplishment.
For sure. You should be proud of yourself, sure.
Yeah. With that being said, going to from the years last time we seen each other in campus was a while, but so much time has passed and so much we probably been through. And so my question to you is, what were your greatest challenges, during this year? But your challenges and your accomplishments. What were your greatest challenges and accomplishments of this year? Because we lost so much time, through life, and I just want to catch up with you, like just this year, because we can go back, but
in 2022.
Yeah, 2022. What was your greatest challenges and accomplishments this year? And I'll share mine, if you don't mind, as well after you.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh man, 2022 has been it's an eye-opening one. It's a year where I've lost a lot,
Yeah.
but it's a year where I've gained the most that I've ever gained in life. From knowledge to opportunity to finances, let's just say it, to just the outlook on life, where we're going. Like this year's been one of the I would say I've stepped out on faith. I've stepped out on me a lot on this year, and that's been the most rewarding part of it, is realizing that when you really hone into yourself, when you really strip yourself of everything, and literally figure out what's needed to survive. Grind mode, you feel me? Like sometimes you got to go through that. Sometimes you have to literally see the bottom in order to see, okay, first, I ain't getting back here. And second, I know the journey feels so good when you're going through it. So, like I said, man, this year, I will literally title this as eye-opening. And you got to just really stand up for yourself, stand in yourself. So that's what I'm currently going through, and it's led to nothing but progression, elevation. You feel me? Elevated culture. That's exactly what we're all about, is elevation. So that's what this year has been for me, 100%.
And that's great news. It's great news that you even went in the pit and then came out of it. That's great news, because you're like, listen, it's dark in here, and I need to see the light. I need to find the light, and I can only depend on myself there. And so, that's a beautiful story, and I think that's really how people need to see things. You may be in a lot of problems, but you're not the problem. You really are the solution. You can get yourself out of it, in a heartbeat. I realized how fast change is when I changed. I realized I can really change, like right now. I don't have to wait on so-and-so. I don't got to blame them. I don't have to do that. But I can literally change right now. I do that with my lady. If something is a problem that she's showing, I say, you know what, I'm going to change that now.
Yeah, flip that switch.
It don't need to take 3 years, 10 years. If I want to change, I'm going to change. And so you definitely a testament of that. You said, hey, I went to the bottom and I realized, you know what, I can get myself out of this. I don't know what
clicks in you, bro.
Exactly.
You got to have that moment. You have to have that moment.
Exactly. I definitely can attest to that. My greatest accomplishment was really getting my own place, man. Get my own environment,
Yeah, exactly.
Man, so many struggles in the past and stuff. When I was able to really get my environment and create my environment and see the things I really need to work on now, I was so busy taking care of everybody else and worry about them, but I could see myself. And I was like, man, I got a lot of work to do. And I was able to really take my time with myself and do the work. And so that was the biggest accomplishment. And my challenges were seeing how much work I needed to do and bumping into that wall every day. That was a great challenge. And being honest with myself, I realized that before I even got my own place, I made so many lies and excuses on why not to change. I was a self-compulsive, liar. I made myself look good. I had distorted vision. I look at myself in the mirror. I was like, oh, I'm doing great. I'm winning. Yeah. But I was really, I was losing. I was depleted. I was deprived of a lot of things that can give me nourishment in my life. And so this year definitely graced me with that. And a lot of opportunities I realized I can have control over. A lot of opportunities as well. And I was like, wow, I am this powerful. Seeing myself in this image, believing myself. I speak highly of myself now. I have confidence in myself. I have self-talks, and I'll talk. I call myself mighty. I call myself higher than, other deities or what people believe in, because I really realized that I am powerful. And so that's when the idea of I believe in me came together. So I definitely love your story and your testament of just this year. That's really mighty, powerful, and that's something that everybody's believing as well. So yes, sir.
Yeah. And so with that, because now the next question basically goes to the point of what encouragement do you have for the younger generation or anybody that's feeling like they're losing it, feeling like they're lost, feeling like they don't know what they want to do? You know, like what encouragement would you say, like to them? You know, the younger generation kids. You know, they say children are the future.
Um, I would definitely say, man, you if I'm talking to a kid, like you being in your uniqueness, you being different, man, that's something that's needed. You know, you might be living in hotels, you might be living in the slums, your father may not be in your life, your mother may not be in your life. You know, you may not know what's your next meal to eat, but guess what? You have a creativity, you have a gift inside of you that can really provide these things. And guess what? It's going to be hard in the beginning, but I promise you, when you get to the midpoint, it's going to be way better. You just got to keep going like that. That's something that you really have to embody. Like pressure is good, man. Pressure is beautiful because that's how you know how strong you are.
Pressure
People always,
creates diamonds.
people always say, you know, God won't put more than you can bear. Well, how am I going to know how strong I am?
Exactly.
Like put that weight on me. Put another plate on there. You know, I need to see
Keep stacking it.
I need to see my potential. I need to see how strong I am. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of kids that's very, you know, anxious because they're scared of being different. They're scared of being themselves. They're just scared of life, and you don't have to fear life. Life is nothing to be fearful of. Like, don't be scared. Life is an opportunity. You have an opportunity every minute, every day, every month. You know, every year. You have an opportunity. So take ownership of it. Own your life. And yeah, you can be 3, 4, 5, 12. You can still have. You can own your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can own your life. You can own your life, and
Yeah.
kids should be told that. Kids should be told to be themselves and not, you know, what their parents want them to be. They should
No.
have the opportunity. They should have that room and space to be free and doing what they need to do to be better on themselves. They should be taught self-belief at the age, you know, as an infant, while they're in the womb. Talk to them. You know,
Yes. All of that
self-belief.
is heard. Affirm them. You feel me?
Self-belief is important. So I'll tell the kids, you know, believe in yourself because you are the one. You are the called out one. You are the one that can save a nation. Like you are the one we need. So I need you to be weird, be different, be all of that because they don't understand yet. They don't understand because you're too ahead. You're too far ahead. You're a
Exactly.
visionary. You're a visionary. So you don't look back. You look forward. So you
You
can't
look
look out
forward.
what they do behind you. So let's stay ahead and be ahead. You know, I always tell my siblings, listen, stay ahead so you don't have to get ahead. When people try to get ahead, that's the hardest thing to do.
The catch
That's
up is real. The catch up is real hard to get through.
I'd rather stay ahead than get ahead. And
Come
so
on.
I would tell the kids all of that. Like, listen, at the end of the day, you can change the world. You can move mountains. And just by your story alone, people think, you know, living out of the slums is something to be, you know, looking bad at. If you're trying to be better and not be what is known in the slums, like yeah, tell other people like, listen, I grew up like this, but you see me, I'm dressed and clean. I'm taking care of myself. You know, I'm well spoken. I don't have you don't have to be that. You can create your own environment in your environment.
And that's exactly what I would tell them too. Like literally, like your today is not your tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like what your circumstances that you live in that you're going through.
Man,
Use that as experiences. You feel me? Literally use that builds character. In my opinion, I feel like honestly, I feel like you gotta go through something
you have
to
to.
be your most powerful you in the end. You feel me? And like and just what you said, like I just want people I want people to realize like the quicker that you realize your passion, what drives you as a person, the quicker and the faster you can hit the ground running on that passion. And the more time you now have to work towards that goal, to work towards that dream. So
Exactly.
man, it's yeah, I know that it's real hard and real easy. As you said, bro, things that you was going through from 12, you know, like you could have been like, oh man, this is it. This how my life gonna go. All right, bet. This the best it gets. But now, bro, working through it and just keep striving, knowing that your tomorrow is much, much, much better than your today, bro. So
Exactly.
I
And
love what you said with that.
yeah, and you went back to my childhood and stuff, and I wanted to know like what role did you play in your household, and how did that affect you today?
Mm. Well, so with me, like I my mother and my grandmother, literally from the day I was born, you
Mm-hmm.
know, took care of me, built me, my personality, literally everything that I'm getting,
Right.
every little inkling, just little key of knowledge comes from them. And I've had uncles, I've had, you know, other strong male figures in my life. But when it comes to like the dynamic, as you said, I had to be the man in the house as well.
Mm-hmm.
But learning how to react to certain things,
Yeah.
learning how to think bigger, think different. being one of the only men in the house, you know. And so I believe that now, first off, I have another level of respect and appreciation for women. You feel me? Just from what they have to go through, from literally from the day that a child is born, you know, everything that they go through, you know, I can't respect the woman enough, you know. So like I said, I had to really find myself, and it was I was in a household full of love. So that's where now my personality, you know, I'm coming out of that. I used to be a little shy, but they always gave me the motivation and gave me the just the knowledge to like, yo, like you're different. Embrace that. As you said, like remember, like you can do anything that you put your mind to. It's literally nothing that can stop you other than you. So like I said, man, it was wonderful. It was challenging. We went through struggles. Everybody goes through struggles, you know. But because you know I'm from Decatur, so it ain't the hood, but it ain't the nicest of suburbs. You feel me? So no, my family, my mother, my grandmother, I literally have everything. I have to thank them for everything that I've ever gotten in my life, everything that I've ever learned in my life, just and the drive that I've gotten. My mother, I learned my work ethic from her. You feel me? Like she was a caterer. I've seen her work that 9 to 5, come home, have to cook meals for school of it. Bro, like what? You feel me? Like, so that drive, just the thought of think bigger than just your 9 to 5. Think outside of it. Think outside of just a job. Create something for your own. I've learned all that from her. So I have nothing but appreciation and support. She supported me in everything I do, from band, from baseball, even YouTube, bro. Everything. Like that's my mom, my grandma. I owe them everything. That's what I'll say. So yeah, I had to take care of them coming up, just in the little things, like even as a little boy, but now it just makes me want to give them the world now. So
Exactly. I understand the grandma and mother household, because that's all I knew growing up as well. My mother, my grandmother was as strong as an ox. You know, I never seen a lady that can move mountains for real. You know, she don't say my grandma don't say much, but she is strong.
Yeah,
she'll make sure
you feel the presence. You know when she's there.
Yeah, you know she's there, and very wise, even when she don't even say much. My mother, my work ethic and my characteristics very strongly come from my mother. I say we look alike, but we do resemble a lot of characteristics of the same of each other, and so I definitely agree with that.
For sure. But nah, man, that was my life story, and that's. But with that, like we said, with growing up in different households, or not your normal, typical 2-parent household, or anything like that. My next question is, like, what age do you feel like you at least recognize or acknowledge that you may have started to have some mental challenges that you were going through?
To be honest, from 13 to 18, 13 from that. I said last week, a doctor was on there too. I was like, I think my most important years to have, a father was from 13 to 18. It really, maturation, like I'm really growing up. Like I'm really seeing some things, I'm feeling some things. And I just didn't have that. I had to like hang around people, try to blend in and get their ideologies about certain things. And that kind of messed me up.
Yeah.
I'm still dealing with it now. And so I around 13 to 18, it really took a toll on me. And I was like, I know this is wrong, but it feels like this is the only right thing to do.
Yeah.
So I really feel like that. And then when college came, I was a monster. I was like, I wasn't disciplined. I wasn't nothing. And, I made sure my grades was okay, but man, I still struggle in other areas.
That's crazy.
Really struggle, and I'm now that I have my own place and stuff, I go to counseling. It's like, bro, I had a lot of these struggles, and I'm able to really remember when and where that initiation happened. I was during 13 to 18, the most important years of my life. So that's the fact. And I always in my head, I really think about that all the time. Like, why do I feel angry when this person say this word or do this? Why do I feel like I need to fight? Or why do because when I was in middle school, I had to fight. So like that type of.
It'd be the smallest of triggers, bro. Smallest of triggers.
And so literally, those are the moments when I was like, I know I'm mentally not there, but what's the solution? Who do I go to?
Yeah,
Like,
for
I
sure.
try to fix this thing, so I'm just going to keep, I'm gonna keep feeding this thing whatever it wants. My ego. That's when I created our ego. I was
Mm,
late about that. I said I created my ego, preteen and teenage years, because
mm,
I didn't have that. I didn't have that other supplement, other parental supplement. I didn't have that, and so I was like, okay, my ego. Okay, I should act like this when the girl is around. I should do this, but I really wasn't like that. I'm not really that person. Yeah,
mm.
Dr. Chris giving game right now, but
Oh
yeah.
man.
Uh, yeah, he says it's hard to fill that void even after you're aware of it. It can even manifest in gene or expression and affect physical health, which is so true.
You said a lot there. You said a lot there.
Yeah.
Like that is very real. So, and I appreciate you being open with that one, man,
Oh, definitely.
because
Uh,
that was crazy.
man, yes, and my question to follow with that, because we talking about parents, my question is, how was your relationship with your parents growing up, which you kind of shared, and what effects does it have on you today? Parents as
So,
father and mother, though.
we're right, and so let me say, let me say this. I mean, there are parents, so of course we're not always going to see eye to eye,
Of
always. And there are some things that we still have to grow through. Because one thing that I had to realize, the best thing for me that happened to me to understand and go back to when I was a child was having my child.
yeah,
Um, Becoming a parent made me realize just the smallest of things mentally, physically, emotionally that parents have to go through.
yeah,
So it all ultimately made me appreciate and empathize even more on circumstances that I couldn't always understand when I was a child. We're children. We want what we want. We want to be happy. We don't understand McDonald's money. We don't understand that type of stuff. You feel me?
right.
So no. So I that's what I would say looking back helped me. Now my mother, like I said, always supportive. That's my girl. That's as far as the love there. Like we'll the issue is our relationship is so crazy to the point where we'll get on each other's nerves. We don't want to look at each other. We don't want to talk. 30 minutes, man. What you want? What you want to eat? You feel me? Because that's my girl. That's my road dog. You feel me? My father, man, still a great, wonderful person. Things when I was when I was younger boy, I didn't really see him too much.
Yeah,
I'll say that. Until I got, to around the age of preteen and teen, and then we started to establish more of a relationship. But that's always a ever growing thing. But like I said, being a parent, once I had my daughter, that's when I ultimately realized, oh,
it's real.
what study guide to parenting, what study guide to how to react to something, or how to get through something when you got a million other things going on. So
Right.
that's like I said, my parenting situation, I feel like ultimately just now I'm able to look back on it and just appreciate it that much more. So.
Yeah, that comes with growth too, because you could have pointed fingers and everything as you was stuck in the shoes of your parents. He was like, man, I shouldn't have went off enough for these J's, because I realized, there's a lot of bills that you got to pay out here.
Bro, and they don't stop,
It's every
They
month.
don't stop. Every month.
I think I could attest to that too. That growing stage of you start to have more responsibilities, and you start to have your own life. It's like, man, like they had to do all this and this and this and this and
Yep.
this and then make sure Christmas was good. It was just so much.
I don't even see how we got, bro. Christmas don't even make sense to me no more. It's like, and especially from like multi-children households, it don't make sense to me.
yeah, it's like super parents, and so that's when you tip your hat off and commend them for the sacrifices,
For
and
sure.
that they don't have to sacrifice no more when you get older.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
And so another thing to segue into something else, because now
For me, brother.
you got me thinking about college, bro.
Let's get to the school days.
You got me thinking about college, bro. One of the biggest things. Bro. It seems like we always go to class, come back. You going to the gym today?
Yeah.
You going to the gym? What we do? We lift. Boy, when I get there, we lifting this today.
Gotcha.
But you feel me? So, and with that, like I will say that y'all motivated me more than ever to go to the gym. So I appreciate y'all. And I probably haven't went, and this is terrible. I'm telling myself, I probably haven't went that hard in the gym since then.
Okay.
But my next question is, how important have you realized that like physical health is to your mental health, you know?
Okay, so so the reason why when I was young, man, I got to physical health not because of sports, because man, we was living with a family member that was very, very, aggressive and a little abusive and
Mm.
man, just negative. And I was like, I gotta train myself so when he tries something with my family, I can wipe him off. I can, unfortunately, I can eliminate him. And so and it was
That's
so,
real, bro.
but it was so much chaos though. I didn't realize how much sanity I was building as well. Even though I was training hard, I was going to football, I was doing boxing, I was doing all this, but I had some type of self-control in a way. I had some type of
Mm.
illness. I had some type of peace in the chaos. And so that was that's what started my whole, working out and going to the gym, my fitness, because I was like, I gotta build myself up to really defend my mother and my siblings, because I can't trust nobody else, So that was really why I took that seriously. And then when I was getting good at it, I was like, okay, I'm strong. I have nice physique, all right. And
Feeling good, feeling great. Yeah, you were feeling good.
feel confidence inside myself too. And that's when I was like, you know what, I want to go to school for this. I want to
Mm.
go for this. Even though I don't work in my profession now, but it really helped me.
Yeah, you learn. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was the main reason I started that. It wasn't because of a liking. It was like I have to, it was like a sense of defense.
Sense of
I have,
defense.
yeah, I have to defend my family. I have to,
That's crazy to be in that mindset as a child, or like as a young teen. Like it's crazy.
but
Young man.
I knew it when I moved to Georgia. I got into my first fight in Georgia. I was 10 years old. And I was like, that's what got me into boxing a little bit. I was like, man, they saying I talk different because I articulate every word. I'm like, Atlanta, I was Ellenwood. I'm in Ellenwood. I'm in Ellenwood when it was like baggy pants and they had the like it was crazy.
I know.
Well, you had the sit go and you got Panthersville Road when there was Candler Road, when the Candler was Candler, all that.
I know.
This 2005. This when it was Hot Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah. Lean with the rock. This wasn't even lean with the rock days yet.
Laffy Taffy, all that. So
yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, that's what kind of gave me the sense of, oh, I'm gonna have to really put stuff down.
I feel that.
Fitness started, and I started, looking up different bodybuilders and athletes. I was a fanatic of Floyd. I was a fanatic. I was like, this dude is a big.
I remember that.
I was a big fanatic of Floyd. Still am. But yeah, that's where it started.
Man, y'all gotta get me back in the gym.
You're gonna do it like this because we're 15 minutes before the hour.
Okay.
We're gonna get the fifth question. We're on question 5, but do you mind a part 2?
Of course not.
You cool with a part 2?
We can do it whatever, bro.
Is the chat cool with a part 2? Yeah, give me some like 100.
That's what I was about to say. They gotta want it though. Like they ain't speaking enough for me. I've been seeing some comments. They've been interacting, but they ain't been interacting enough for me.
What's up, Darnisha? I'm sorry, I didn't comment. I was doing it. We was doing the
show.
Yeah,
who in here? I don't even know who in here. Hello, y'all. Hello. Oh, hello. Yeah, I don't think I can see everybody that's in here.
They said 100. I get all these part 2 and 3.
Oh, part 2 and 3. Okay. So they said they want a part 2. Hey, bro, that's cool. I'll save the rest of my questions for later. I got an important one that I am gonna ask you though, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. On me, it's on me now. But that's what started my fitness. Just being in that state, So also, we keep talking about childhood. So during your childhood, what were your greatest moments of challenge and success in detail?
Oh man, I don't know, bro. Because that's the thing. I'm working through a lot of my childhood trauma. You feel me? I'm working through a lot of. I would say when I was younger, so played baseball for like 12 years of my life. Wow. Loved it. Yeah, loved the baseball. Bro, I thought I was going to the MLB,
Wow.
You know how that be. Anyway, so I will never forget my first home run. You feel me?
Wow.
I will never forget my first home run. And those moments of gratification, live with me forever. Like just doing crazy plays, having the crowd yell for me. And it even goes to in high school in Southwest, the high school I used to go to. We were one of the biggest, most well-renowned bands of DeKalb County back then. So just being in some of those stages, performing in front of some of those people, and just some of the opportunities I got from that were some of my like biggest moments. It's just like a finding myself and realizing that I'm here to entertain.
Definitely.
Like I get, yo, like I'm super hyped, like in the thought of just entertaining or even uploading a video nowadays. Like just the thought of a response of somebody liking that, that's
Real.
what literally keeps me going, keeps me driving. But I would say a lot of that, like I had to learn, and I need to know how I need to say this because working through a lot of that was the quitting aspect of it too. As
Wow.
we said, bro, like I used to play baseball,
Yeah.
used to be in the band, and I had to work through some of those things where, dang, wait, I got hurt, I can't play baseball no more.
Wow.
I've graduated, I go to a HBCU college band, but yo, it's not for me. Like these are my happiest of moments that I've lived.
Wow.
Now I can't do it no more. So it's things where I've had to live and work through that too, but ultimately it's molded me and built me into the person I am today. So just those moments of just entertaining, you feel me, are just the ones that I'm most proud of, which sucks, but I that's who I am.
Yeah. So your greatest challenges were your greatest success as well, and vice versa, because it
You feel me?
had a
And still working through it.
yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's very,
Yeah, yeah.
y'all. It's almost 10 before the hour. We're gonna listen. We're gonna move this segue to the. I wish I had a drum roll button or something. I need to get some gear.
Before we even get into that, because what I'm
Oh,
gonna say is I don't know if he's on here. I hope he's on here. At 7:55
okay.
or around there, I wanna add him in.
That's
You feel
perfect.
me? Because I wanna they don't know what we talking, but I wanna add him in.
Yeah, they don't.
This last question that I got for you though, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about you.
No, because I need to know this.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
what impact? What are you doing it for? What when it's all said and done?
Mm-hmm.
What is the impact that you, Ty,
Mm-hmm.
want to leave on the culture?
Wow. On the culture.
The culture, bro, culture of us,
Yeah.
our people,
Yeah.
who you want to, uplift everything. Like, what is your impact when it's all said and done?
Yeah. When all said and done, when it's time to me for go to the other life, I want people to say, Ty changed my life. He changed my spirit. He changed my finances. He changed my family in a positive manner. I'm sorry, I want to save people's life. I really want to help people get better.
For
You know,
sure.
yeah, I want to be that one to say, this guy right here, I owe it to him. If it wasn't for him, you
For
know,
sure.
that right there, that's all I want. I don't want to get the glory of it, but I want people to be changed afterwards. I want to be the example. You know,
Right.
that's all I want. I always tell my lady that. Like I just want to help people, and I want to make sure they have a different lifestyle than they thought they was going to be in. I
That's
want
exactly.
I want the kids to have a mother and a father in the household, or just double pay two parents in the household. I want them to have a healthy relationship with their parents. I want the parents to have a child. I
Mm-hmm.
want that to happen. That's my legacy, and I want them to be financially fit, spiritually fit, morally fit. Physically fit. I want them to be very fit overall, and
Overall.
definitely they can attest to say that he helped me with my trauma and my pain. So I want to be the medicine. I want to be the reliever to everybody's traumas and pains, whether I had to take the hit first or not.
Yeah.
I want the story to be the medicine, the remedy to their life. So
Yo,
that's what I want.
that's deep. That's deep. I love it. I love it. And now with that, like I wanna I don't know if you check, is A Rose in the
I
chat?
early. A Rose, can you give
I
us
saw him. I saw him. If he in here, I need him to request.
A Rose? Are we live?
I hope so. I can't press it. I don't even, you know.
Oh, I
But no,
can.
man, this is
I need to.
while we figure that out, while we get that together, it's been a great experience. You feel me? Like time has flown by, bro. I didn't even realize we've been sitting here for 51
Yeah.
minutes.
It's passionate and it's really purpose. Purpose, we taking our time, but time is flying because people are getting a message out of it. But let me ask you the same thing. What is the legacy you want to leave? You say you have a daughter, you have a child, and for your family and for the audience and for this world, what is the legacy you want to leave? What's the quote? What is the paragraph? What is the story? What is the testament that you want people to understand and know about you and how them?
It's that's an answer that I don't all the way have yet. because I'm literally still figuring out, or not, I'm figuring out how to not limit my thoughts or not limit my expectations or my legacy or what I want from me.
That's deep. That's
You
deep.
feel me?
That's part two talk. That's good.
That's part two. Now, what
Wow.
I would say though, and what my drive, what my main focus has been, even just in this aspect of business or just growing, like you said, for my daughter, is understanding. And I've said it earlier that your today is not your tomorrow. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like your circumstances, you can push through them. You can live. You can literally work yourself out of the darkest of pits. And I want people to think bigger. I want people, because the one thing that I realized as a child and or as an adult, a preteen, anything where any moment where I was most disappointed, or like I said, that the things where I'm living with quitting, things in my life is that you could literally get through it, and you're the only one limiting yourself.
Exactly.
Like you're your biggest critic. You're literally sitting there scared, overthinking your own process when everybody else may think of you as one of the biggest people on this earth. They may look at you for motivation. You feel me? And that's one thing that I had to realize. So my biggest, what I need from people, what I need from the world, what I want to leave as a legacy is, don't limit yourself. And your today is literally not your tomorrow. And just think bigger, think outside of the box. You feel me? One thing that I would say from my childhood, I would say I lived my life a lot for other people. I lived through the dreams of others. I lived through the expectations of others.
I understand.
So the quicker, the earlier you realize and you learn what you're here for, your purpose, as I said before, bro, you'll take off.
Wow.
So that's exactly, I don't want, and I like I said, bro, I just want people to really hone into themselves and understand that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible.
I believe the same thing. And I think
that
is legacy. That is a legacy within itself. Listen, man, like I just tapped into real self-belief this year. And this is like, there's no limit to this power I have. There's no limit. And it is power. Like self-belief is a power. It's a power that many of us don't have.
And who dare tell you that you don't have that power? Who dare tell you that you can't do what you say you're gonna do?
People that don't have the power. So they gotta have power over something. They gotta have power over you.
I would have dropped the mic if I had one just then, bro.
See how it is. And I'm a testament of that. I understand feeling powerless by the powerless. They have control over you, and you're just trying to have some type of validation from them, and they don't have no power either. So they're just trying to, they're trying to make you a puppet.
Literally,
I definitely understand that. And we're 2 minutes before the time. 57 is the king. We're gonna wait.
And that's what, because like I want to make sure he on here.
I would love for him to be on. He deserves it.
And if he is, A.Rhodes, if you on here, we need you to go ahead and join the live. Send a request. I don't know how you got to press the button.
I'll send a request. I send it to him. Let's give him some. 757. I'm going to add him. But everybody's putting our quotes up, man. We might be some philosophy.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Hey man, and once again, the crowd has been amazing.
That's why
nothing but support.
Yeah, 1,000. Like I call them my A team, my ability team. I call them my A, and they're leaders as well. I said once A is established, everything follows. A to Z is how it goes. And so I call them my A team. And I need to get like a fan base or something for them because they have been very, very supportive. My A team deserves the world. My brother says I'm stealing all your quotes.
All the quotes. Is that my auntie? My auntie. Hello, auntie. Hello there.
Greetings, salutations, auntie.
That's crazy. She ain't got no profile picture. That's crazy.
Wow, that's support right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if A-Rose is on.
I'm gonna add him in first. I'm gonna try to get him.
Yeah. The worst case, we about to get, because we've been saying it, bro. We've been the whole week. Oh, the live with a special announcement. You feel me? The live with the we got something to announce.
Exactly.
The one that we've all been waiting for. The one we've all been waiting on.
This major moment. Let's see on in. I done invited him. Let's see.
You see my cup. Let me refill my beverage real quick. My Coca-Cola real quick.
Let me get some tea.
Yeah. You know, wet your palate, wet your whistle a little bit. Cause we got some big things going. And for those, so what I will say while we do wait on A.Rhodes is for those of y'all who don't know me,
who is Jay? Who is Jay?
I'm Jay. Hey, what we've been doing, you see, this is Coke that I'm pouring. What we've been doing, A.Rhodes and I is my business partner, best friend. I've known A.Rhodes since 3rd grade.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, for real. So we about 5 years ago, we decided, man, look, because like I said, back in those 3rd grade, which means those band days I was telling you about, he was there too. So we were in band together. We went to Tennessee State together. So creativity, entertainment is in us. You feel me? That's what we want to do. Elevated culture. Okay? Elevated culture is a brand. I don't even know what to call it. You feel me? Because it's a conglomerate of
legacy
music, videos, culture. Most importantly, things in the culture from like I said, music, movies to thinking. The whole point of elevated culture is to think elevated, be elevated in yourself. As we said, that's my legacy. That's what I'm going to create. So that's what elevated culture is. Okay. With that, because I don't want to get too far. This is scary, bro. This is a big moment.
Let's see. I'll give you the alley. I give you the alley and you slam dunk it, right? Yeah, you be the shot. Kobe, you be shot. So listen, y'all. You know, the first segment I have is a moment with time, which is you're on there now. I hope you loving it. I hope you enjoying it. I hope you can inspire. I hope you're sharing it with people and making sure they get inspired as well. But you know what? A friend told me, listen, this is not the only thing you can do. There's more to this. This is just the beginning. And I said, brother, what are you talking about? He said, hey, we got something called Elevated Culture Network, and we can get you. Listen, we can get you and do another segment. He said, listen. He said the best time to do your segments is you're so inspirational, motivational. You can do it on a Monday,
bro.
I said, brother Jay. He said I can do it on a Monday. He said let's come up with the name and let's see what we can do. Right? And I said, okay, brother Jay. So I got my name. I made my content. I got the date. So tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Hold on. What was one of the quotes, Ty? Your today.
Oh,
it's not your tomorrow.
Not your tomorrow.
Woo! What?
We need an organ. We need an organ in here. A.Rhodes. We need A.Rhodes in here.
Hey. Yeah. Your today is not your tomorrow. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
10:30 a.m. tomorrow, which is November the 7th, Monday, on YouTube.
On YouTube.
I have a segment releasing on the major network, Elevated Culture Network. Y'all know what this called?
Let's go.
Y'all know what it's called?
I'm listening. I don't know if they hold on.
I'm listening.
I don't know, bro. You gotta wait, bro. You gotta wait, cause I don't know if they listening. I'm listening though.
I'm trying to see if the comments they listening. They may be too excited right now.
Ooh, cause I'm excited.
Comments. I need somebody to tell me if they listening so I can tell the story.
They don't know. They don't want to know what the name is, bro.
Comments. What's the name? Comments.
They don't want to know. No, they don't want to know.
Comments. Somebody comment something so I can say the name.
They don't want to know.
I'm about to say major bag alert.
If I had one, I would use it right now. Oh.
Major.
Closest bag I got. We in the bag right now. We in our bag right now.
Auntie said we listening. The name. What's the name? The name of the content of my new segment on YouTube, every Monday.
On the ECN.
It's called
ECN.
on ECN, the best network there is. It's called Monday Morale. Come
Let's
on,
go.
man.
Let's go.
Monday Morale.
Come on now. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Monday, all you need. You need that motivation. You need that empowerment. You need that extra push to help you get through that rest of that week. What Ty is going to be doing, he is now going to be the leader. Man. The one pushing empowerment, mental health, well-being, financial literacy.
Preach to him.
On the ECN, on the Elevated Culture Network. Hey, this is huge because this is our first official show that we are running on the Elevated Culture Network, bro. And this, I'm, you feel me? Like, I don't even know what else to say. I'm just, I wouldn't want it to be anybody else but you, brother.
Yes, sir.
I promise you.
The slogan of, Monday Morale is, I don't think they're ready, though. Mr. Morale. Oh, I can't never be like K-Dot. I can't take K-Dot's name.
K-Dot, that's my fave, bro. So when you told me the name, I was like, I'm down, bro.
So Monday Morale is where motivation ignites your week. Motivation doesn't always mean you're hearing something that gets you sparked. No, motivation is something that actually convicts you, makes you feel like you need to get your stuff together, and you get your stuff in order. So Monday Morale is gonna be very deep, man. Listen, stay tuned tomorrow. Listen, we're gonna leave the poster, we're gonna give the announcement, everything on social media. Be ready. Tell them when though.
This is the thing too. So tomorrow, we already know your show premieres tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. We're gonna have links in the description. We're gonna have links in the stories.
All that.
The special announcement.
Oh yeah.
What time is it? 8:04 p.m. Eastern.
Right now, Eastern Standard Time.
At 8:30, and they better move fast too.
Y'all better listen.
8:30, we have the official announcement of his show on the ECN network. So definitely, he already got the link. So we're gonna get the links in our stories. We're gonna send it out. If you want it, DM us. We'll send it to you directly. So you can go to the ECN. You can go subscribe. Like we said, man, there's big things on the way. Big things happening, and this is only the beginning, bro. This is a special announcement we have been wanting you all to know. Been wanting to tell y'all. We've been in the works with this for a good minute now, but it's time. You feel me? So,
life's trying to change lives for the better. I'm not trying to take nobody's money. I'm not trying to use nobody. I'm trying to use my story to build others up. So this is a game changer. I only see literally a few people, and they're elite doing this. And I can't wait to, Eric Thomas, like the GOAT. I can't wait to meet these people, and I want to be part of it. I want to be on the winning team, and we're winning already with this new segment coming out. So please, you got to YouTube and subscribe to Elevated Culture Network. Like, you don't just watch my video on there. Subscribe to the movement. Subscribe to the culture. Subscribe to innovation. Like, you have to subscribe. You have to do that, and we need you to. We need your support because lives are going to be changed and creators are going to be created. Now, this is not just for people that's creating, but also people that don't create. We're going to help them tap into their gifts. So please tap into the Elevated Culture Network, ECN.
Come on. Oh, that look nice with some flames behind it.
Look at my lady.
Come on now.
To get some simplicity. This is what I go to.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's the support that we need. Because, man, like Ty just said, this is just literally the beginning. This is the stepping stone to so much more. So many opportunities that are going to be created from this. So many different ways of people sharing their message. Whether it be motivation, whether it be cooking, bro, it's so many things that we have in the works, bro, that I just want people to understand that this day is going to go down in history.
Literally.
And I'm not trying to sound dramatic or be extra when I say that, bro. This day will go down in history.
Yeah, this network is going to be the next, OWN network or BT network. Like this is like the next level, and it's going to be the one to really take it over and really set the standard, and make the standard as well. It's the creating. So, man, I'm so excited. Thanks so much for putting me on the platform, especially for letting me be the first of many. I really appreciate that, and I promise you, I ain't gonna drop the ball, but I'm gonna keep running touchdowns until you tell me, all right, it's time for you to take a break. And I may take a break, but yeah, this is a great opportunity. This is definitely a game changer. I don't see this in the industry right now. I don't see this, so I'm like
Mhm.
definitely the solutionist to the game, and so that's
Yeah,
all we want. We're not promoting violence. We're not promoting pain. We're not promoting none of that stuff. No negativity. But we're only promoting positivity and development, self development,
elevation, literally.
elevation. That's it.
That's all. So man, as I said, bro, and I said I've told this to you privately. You know, I've told this to you just in conversations we've had in passing, bro. Like, proud of you, dog.
Thank
Like, from literally growing up, we 18, 19 years old, bro, to see who you are, who you've become, what you've grown to. I literally wouldn't. The first person that A. I wish A. Rose was here to tell you, but he'll be on part two. Then we'll get him on part two at that point.
you.
But
Definitely
A. Rhodes, I told him that you were the first person that came to my mind when we were thinking about expanding the network.
honor.
I'm like, you got your show, bro. You got it. You've got your message, and it hits. It connects. So that's exactly why I told him all we have to do, get him on the network, and we're just going to continue to grow and take off from there. And
Take off.
it's the opportunities are going to be endless from here, bro. I'm super excited, bro.
There's no limit, bro.
Yeah,
There's no there's no limit. And we definitely got to talk about the limitations of thoughts next week, like or whenever the next time is part two. Because man, there's so many nuggets and keys, man. We said today. I'm like, whoa. It's gonna be
yeah,
hard. It's gonna be hard for me to go to sleep. I'm always, excited and pumped up from this type of conversation. A
yeah.
conversation that our culture and our world, in our industry. So yeah, it's it. Listen, I'm glad to be the first of the first. I'm glad to have the mantle, to have the weight, to have the
Mhm.
responsibility to be the first to set the trend.
For
You
sure.
know,
For
I'll
sure.
take it, and I'm not even fearful about it. So it's a privilege, it's an honor, man, to call you a friend or brother. A CEO. It's an honor, and
Yeah,
we're gonna get this money together. We're gonna get millions together, and we're gonna inspire millions of people. Definitely. And
that's gonna come.
thanks so much for sacrificing your time once again, man. This is the A Moment with Ty show, and thank y'all so much for joining. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Thank you for being my A team, my accountability team, because once A is established, everything follows. And I really appreciate y'all. And so I want y'all to tell
That's
y'all
great.
about to end it 8:10. That's when we shut it down.
Hey, it's officially 20 minutes until the premiere.
Exactly.
Be on
Listen,
the lookout. Hit our stories right now, and you will
don't
get the link to the
don't
video.
go to no, please don't go to sleep right now. Stay up just for a little bit. 8:30.
They got that extra hour anyway. Daylight savings. They got the extra hour of sleep.
Stay up.
Everybody's good and refreshed today. Bro, I
Exactly.
got up at 7 o'clock in the morning and wanted to do some errands today. I ain't never wanted to do that.
You
At
thought
7 o'clock?
you thought it was 10 a.m. You thought it was
I promise you, bro. I was thrown off. But please. So yeah, they ain't going to sleep. Then they better not, because at 8:30, and they got to turn on them post notifications too. Anyway, they'll see all that there. But
Yes.
yeah.
You heard the King said turn on the post notifications. Stay tuned for 20 minutes at 8:30 for the launch of the special announcement. Please don't just watch the video tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Subscribe to the culture. Subscribe to the network. Subscribe to the elevation. ECN is where lives will be changed, man. And it's going to change our lives as well. And so
Mhm.
subscribe, please share, please like, and comment,
All that.
all that.
Because
So
I don't want them to think they only gonna see you on Mondays either. We gonna have
oh,
some other things that we're doing, some other content we putting out too. So
it's the beginning.
they gotta subscribe for all that.
It's the beginning of many. And so
Yeah.
thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to Moment with Ty with our special guest, Jay. Jay to the three. The
Yes,
third,
sir.
yeah, we appreciate y'all and have a good night. Send some comments, what you got out of the message today. And then, have a good night. At eight
Mhm.
at 8:12, I'll be shutting it down. I appreciate y'all, man. It's so much love. So yeah, have a good night. Leave some
It's
good
crazy.
compliments. Let me know. Let's give us some love because we worked hard
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off though, bro. I gotta make sure everything is straight for the premiere at 8:30. Get
Sure.
these links shared, and then I'll be mentioning you. Everybody else, just y'all have a great wonderful night.
Yes.
Okay.
Good one, brother. Take care, man. Thank you again.
All right now. Y'all take it easy.
Peace. 8:12, I'll be logging out. Thank y'all so much for the love. This is amazing. Oh yeah, amazing. Awesome Kings. Thank y'all. Thank you. This is like the beginning, y'all. Just imagine, man, just imagine months from now. It won't be the same. I'll be posting this live as well as soon as I get off at 8:12. I'll be posting this live. Please share it. Please share it. People's lives need to be inspired. People really need to see this. People need to see this, so please share it. At 8:12, I'll be logging out. Oh, 8:12. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I want you to have a good night. Remember, 8:30, we'll be launching a special announcement on ECN. I'll be posting a link on my story as well as on my timeline. Please, please, please subscribe and like the message, comment, share it, broadcast it around the whole world. So thank y'all so much. I want you to have a good night. I want y'all to stay up until 8:30 though and do everything that I requested and asked of y'all. And man, I really appreciate the love and support thus far. This is only the second show of many, and lives are really going to be changed. So have a good night. Take care. See y'all next week.